Hi everyone, my name is Arriana Arthurton, and today I will be discussing the importance of climate change and why it is a very important public health discussion. Here we have the table of contents. What is climate change? The primary causes of climate change, magnitude of issue, populations at risk, the consequences of climate change, and things that can help. What is climate change? Climate is the description of an area during each seasonal period. Each region has a different climate that is specific to that area, such as deserts, tropical climates, humid climates, dry and cold climates. Climate change is the long-time alteration of temperature and typical weather patterns in a place. So there are two primary causes of climate change. We have human causes and natural causes. Starting with the human causes, transportation is a huge one. Cars, trucks, planes, and ships are all modes of transportation that emit an enormous amount of greenhouse gases. Petroleum-based fuel in these engines release huge amounts of carbon dioxide. Cars emit 46% of carbon dioxide, and trucks are in the lead with being bad polluters with 23% greenhouse gas emissions because they are always on and traveling. Deforestation is also another human cause. The vegetation and soil store carbon at ground level, and when that soil is dug through or removed, the vegetative biomass is releasing all of the stored carbon into the air. And then lastly, we have agriculture. Agriculture accounts for 11% of U.S. greenhouse gas emissions. Nitrous oxide and methane, which are produced in farming, trap heat, and chemical fertilizers and different crop management practices account for 3/4 of nitrous oxide found in the atmosphere. Cattle, when going through metabolic processes, also release methane into the atmosphere. Um, Natural causes are volcanic activities. Volcanic eruptions produce carbon dioxide into the air. Solar irradiance. The sun has different orbits. Ooh. The solar irradiance, the sun's orbit has gone through changes which affect the way that the Earth is warmed. The current cycle began in December 2019 and should reach peak levels in 2025, but has been going through peaks earlier than expected. The tectonic shift, when continents drift and break into smaller pieces, it contributes to the change in wind patterns and how mountains are built, which can also affect how ecosystems receive different sunlight. The magnitude of this issue is very concerning. The global temperature has risen 2 degrees since the 19th century, and in the past 40 years, record temperatures have been recorded with 2016 and 2020 being the warmest years. Also, the ocean is warming at an alarming rate. The ocean has absorbed the heat within 328 feet of the ocean, showing a warming of 0.67 degrees Fahrenheit since 1969, and the Earth stores 90% of this energy in the ocean. So who's at risk? We have everybody that is pretty much at risk. We also have coastal communities and ecosystems that are extremely at risk because if temperatures are rising in the ocean, more natural disasters are likely to occur, leading to the rising of the ocean, which can threaten the coastal and communities because they won't have the proper. Ooh, Coastal communities can be affected because of the rising of the ocean, leading to more natural disasters and flooding of these coastal communities. Plants and animals are also at risk because they are not able to carry out their natural functions that they have in this earth. There are a couple consequences to climate change. One, warmer temperatures increase the intensity of heat waves and the frequency of them as well. The air and water quality worsen, which make way for potential diseases spreading, which threaten those elderly and children, also just everyone in general. The rising sea levels threaten communities that live by water. Changes in the patterns of rainfall can affect water supply and quality for hydroelectricity. When ecosystems are changed, plant and animal species migration and reproduction are disrupted. So, like mentioned before in the previous slide, plants and animals are at risk because they're not able to carry out their proper functions. The frequency and intensity of extreme weather events, heat waves, droughts, and floods can lead to property losses and reduce affordability of insurances. So for those coastal communities, they might not be able to afford insurance if these natural disasters keep occurring. So what are some things that can help? We can refrain from using plastic shopping bags. Plastic is a very non-biodegradable use that stays in the environment and harms animals in the sea and on land. Use of eco-friendly household products, things such as method soap, just different biodegradable dish soaps like Myers can help drains and sinks. Consuming organic food. Organic farming is a very efficient way to reducing chemicals that are found in the soil that can emit carbon dioxide. Sort household waste, reduce, reuse, recycle. These are sayings that we've heard throughout our lifetime, and it can help waste go in the right place. Um, Planting plants around the house can help improve air quality by reducing the carbon dioxide emissions. My questions to you all are, what are some things that you can do to reduce your carbon footprint? And what are some policies and laws that contribute to the slowing of climate change? These are my references, and thank you so much for tuning in.